Alright, hey, this is Mike. This is, if you couldn't tell, that was the bass part from My Redeemer Lives, the live Hillsong version that I did a YouTube video. I guess I did the cover video a few months ago now. A couple of you have emailed me about doing a tutorial on it, so we're going to start off with just the first part, okay? So I hope you're ready to get your fingers moving because this is a pretty quick part. But we're going to take it step by step. We're going to take it slowly, and I'm going to encourage you to really be patient with yourself because getting to work in this way and playing a bass line like this smoothly and consistently is going to take time. Okay, it's going to take time and it's going to take some practice. So just be patient with yourself and you'll get it, all right? So here's how we're going to start this off. Now this song, the nice thing is you're using open notes, or you're at least starting off with an open note, which is the open E, okay? And we're going to do this first little lick that I was just playing at the opening of the video. All right, so what we're doing here is you're using kind of this box pattern or this little triangle pattern you're going to use. And the way this first part will start is with the open E. All right, now I'm using a 5-string, so disregard this 5th string here, all right, if you have a 4-string, and you're going to be working with the E, or the G, the D, the A, and the E strings, okay? So, and just so we're all on the same page, I number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 if you have a 5-string. So here we go. So the first note is going to be your open 4th string, your open E string, okay? You're going to hit it twice, bum, bum. All right, that gets everything started. We're going bum, bum, and then we hit the octave E, which is found on your 7th fret, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of your A string, your 3rd string up, okay? So 7th fret is your E. So here we go. All right, they should sound the same, just different octaves. So, all right, now breaking that down, we're doing E, 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 then E, D, B, D, D sharp, E. Again, E, 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 D sharp, B, D, D sharp, D. Okay, that's the first part. Now, the way I want you to do is I really want you to be intentional with your fingerings. That's going to help your playing in anything that you do, no matter what song, as you go, that'll help your consistency. It took me, unfortunately, about 30-some years to learn this, okay, to really put it into good, solid practice. But I had teachers telling me that in the past, all right? So I'm going to tell you now, and hopefully you'll run with it, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm using my ring finger and my index finger, and I'm using my middle finger on this D sharp, okay? So we're going, all right, just stay with that fingering. Whatever fingering you're using, if you prefer to use your pinky for whatever reason, go ahead and use that. Pinky, middle, you know. Whatever you use, make sure you're doing it consistently, okay? Find a consistent fingering that you're going to use and use that. Be intentional with it. Which leads me to the next, our right hand here. These two fingers, a lot of times we're not thinking about what these fingers are doing, and these fingers start fumbling all over the place simply because we're not in control of them, okay? So I want you to kind of be very intentional about your right hand fingers and play it one time. If you know how to play this, if you're pretty comfortable playing this at a reasonable speed, go ahead and play it. And pay attention then what your fingers are doing, what your right hand fingers are doing. All right, for me, I'll show you what my fingering is on this, and then you can either do what I'm doing or work on your own fingering. So what I'm doing here is the first 2 notes. I don't remember what I did on the video, but for instructional purposes here, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing today, all right? So so E, E is played with my index finger and my ring finger, all right? And then I jump up to the next E and start off with my index finger. All right, then the D on the 5th fret of the A string is played with my middle finger. Then I just keep following through with my middle finger because I'm going to play the next lower string, the 4th string. For my B, 7th fret, 4th string. Alright, so let's do that a little faster. So index, middle, we're focusing on the right hand now. Index, middle, middle. Okay? Okay? Alright? And then we just go back up. And we go index for the D, middle for the D sharp, and then index again for the E. Alright? You do this slowly, you have to think about it too much, you know. So, but it's good. It's good to practice this way. And it requires patience because it can get very tedious. So, once again, get real consistent with this. And if you can play this with a metronome and keep that groove, keep that thing happening. See if you can maintain a nice tempo. And once you're doing that, then, you know, when you feel comfortable with that, then move on and move on to the next part. The next part of this is just it has an A chord as its chord structure. First chord is an E, then you go to an A. So here we go. So with the E, we're going. We already did this. Okay, then we hit the B, which is on the 7th fret of that E string. Then we hit an A. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of a jump. A is on the 5th string. I'm sorry, the 4th string. I said 5th. 4th string, 5th fret. It's the same thing. It's the same pattern. You're just moving down 2 strings. You're moving to the 2nd string. You're hitting an A on the 7th fret. A G on the D string there, 5th fret. And then the E. All right, same fingering. If we come over to the right hand, index, middle, middle, G, index, G sharp, middle, index for the A. Okay, so let's put those two together. Okay, now what I didn't throw in there was that open A that I'm playing. Okay, B. And I'm playing that B, by the way, with my index finger. The first finger I'm going to use is I'm using my index on this open E. So I'm going, so index middle, all right, index middle. Then I go to the index on for the top E on my 5th fret or 7th fret here. All right, the way it is index middle, index middle for the D. Then I keep following through with the middle, and I use the middle again on the B. See how it just kind of walks through like that, or it follows through. And then I go back up with the index on the D, middle on the D sharp, and index on the E again. So let's do that again. We do it slowly. Index, middle, index, middle, middle, index, middle, index. All right. Now I'm going to pull through again, and on now when I transition to the next part, which is I'm going to hit a B it's on the 7th fret of the E string, and then I go to the middle finger for the A. All right, so the next part of this is the A, and I'm leading off now with the middle finger. Middle, index, middle, index, index, middle, index, middle. Okay, so all right. All right, so you see how that works. So you're going, I'm going to slow it down again. All right, so there we are. That's pretty much that first part, that intro part of this song. And then you have to repeat it. So to repeat it, there's another note you have to hit to kind of transition it back to that E. So you're just repeating this pattern. And then we're going to hit an open A. So with our middle finger. And then we're back to the index finger on the E. So it will sound like this. Okay, so that is how this song will go. That's how the beginning part of this song will go, and this pretty much there are two sections to this song. And if you can get this, there are a couple things you have to be aware of. Number one, use consistent fingering. Okay. Number two, lay back in the beat. This is a very fast song, and if you even notice on the video, I only did 1 or 2 takes of this to try to get the video done, I confess, but I was rushing. I was rushing on some parts there, and you'll hear it. So it's very easy to rush on a song like this. So lay back. A good idea if you're going to play this for worship, then take some time with a metronome. Take some time even with the recording if you don't have a metronome. But if you don't have a metronome, there are metronomes, free metronomes on your smartphone if you have one. Anyway, if you have any questions, please email me. If you'd like to see the second part of this video, shoot me an email, let me know. Until next time, I will see ya.